still suck like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your hands on. Down. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. This shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
It's week 5 of the 2023 season, and this one features Eric Kendricks. He was all over the place last week with double-digit tackles and a sack. It's the Raiders and the Packers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Green Bay Packers and the quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Right to the air is Carr. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. At that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Carr going to throw. And that's incomplete.
I'm going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win.
Let's rock and roll, baby.
Ready, break! Mustang 19!
And here's Green on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, that won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
18, high in!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Green. And that is incomplete. The Packers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing the best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 16. A good pickup there at 22. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Packer 60, Packer 60.
Back to throw. Green. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Happy Ryan! Panther 11, Panther 11, drop 60, drop 60! Warrior 70!
Looking to throw. Green. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Cook. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got through, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
Again, it's Cook. And good work there defensively. He's able to keep him out of the end zone. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Cook will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So that great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done this time.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Raiders. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. It needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Carr to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Carr completes it, and they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On 1st down, Warren. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Warren. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Carr. Touchdown Raiders. Rondale Moore. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one an 8-play drive that spans 75 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Now Green. Throwing to start the drive. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Green. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
To throw is Green. To throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Harbaugh came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
They're going to try and throw. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll look to throw again. And he fires one incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
19 right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
start out here with a jet sweep. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Carr. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Carr. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On play action, now Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Green. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of the offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. From the 25 on second down. Carr. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. To throw is Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Carr going to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
What now?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Carr to throw again. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Hunter Renfro who capped things off with a touchdown reception. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
70 Rangers. 18 Rangers.
To throw is Green on 1st down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And the Raiders have got him. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop him with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Green, throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
19 tights. Near the rope. 60 Maverick.
Green throwing on 4th down. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. It's pass. 3.
Green down. A final shot before break. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have, well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Fields it right around the goal line. And the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Green. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
They'll try and throw for it here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, Why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. Will try for 3. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, Carr. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Green. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Nate Hobbs.
Well, certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
They'll run on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and 11 a yard.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll keep it up. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a...
Still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him, 2nd guy in, and tackle the ball.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
A second down throw for Love. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On first and 10, Love. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Love's throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick slant to Watson. And the Packers are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Going back to Love. This will be caught at about the 6. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. It's caught. Lockett. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action. Now Carr. He hits his target, Lockett. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darrell Henderson His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was all polished off by Darrell Henderson's touchdown run. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown. But, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits. So you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 3 quarters in the books. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move and first down. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Got a man, that's Lazard. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Again, it's Love. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake. Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Baron Browning in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Carr. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Carr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first. They'll try the left side. Warren. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he gets it down to the 32. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's one. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Henderson will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4-5 between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Packers get set to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, Love. Able to find Lazard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. In motion goes the tight end. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. In motion comes the tight end left. 1st down, Love to pass. This is caught. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Now Love. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And the tight end goes in motion left. Second down and goal. Love. Touchdown! Allen Lazard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Warren.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Carr.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
So here's Love and the Packers.
Down by 7. 1:38 to go. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10.
It's complete. Lazard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now Love. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Love. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Slide for the PAT.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
The Raiders now set to get the football back. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Raiders are going to get the football first here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulous as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Here's Carr to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. The temptation to go for it probably there always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. Quick slant to Watson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest. And a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line. To the air again, Love. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Come on, 38.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Rocky Sin there to make the tackle. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect the end zone.
Like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball run it.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I got to figure out what's coming.
So for the Packers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to 1-4.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car.